ranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Collins and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bears offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking for room, it's Joyner. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. So the SMU Mustangs offense will take the field for the first time. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go. Right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do it sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Complete on third down. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Mustangs in the hurry up. Quarterback on the keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Mustangs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll get rid of it. Touchdown, SMU. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Joyner. Wide open spaces. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
The give to the left side. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm.
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
And the quarterback runs out of time. Down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Catch in the middle, it's carry-on. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's Ellis. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable. They're just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
No, I'm trusting in...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they running backs in the running game. They had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Makes his man miss. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
A nice job being kept sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to throw it, Stone. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A beautifully placed ball. Side in the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon. And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO.
Touchdown, Mustang! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue...
Oh, he's got it for 3. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? On the move, it's Joyner. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
To the ground with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great game, great job by the offensive.
Kearney on the jumps. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the pass.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bears have pushed it inside the 20. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. A great catch and run for 6.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the 1st half.
You can score on these guys.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Little touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Stone. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to... and pick up that 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleeve. The receiver's got to do a better job.
Halfway to the tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They boot it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring it down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will 47-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Hauls it in. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Missouri State. And that one will give them the lead.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air. It's Stone. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Hard in the backfield. It's Cooper. And they'll score at the 55. That's good enough for a first down. The Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese. They've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly,
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly complete. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Ellison. Might be calling a hot route. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run that runs some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he pulled and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
And the Mustangs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
Keep the ball moving!
To the air, it's Stone. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. comes the Missouri State offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Reads it, fires complete. that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to fire on second down. Over the middle. It's ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
To go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll ride Davis here. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock.
It's a seam block. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go. Come on.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's tight. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
With yet another unranked team taking...